So, this is my very first time logging in on Dracthyr Evoker, and we'll check out the starter zone for this race. That look like the last moments of the Dracthyr before they were put to sleep. The Awaken Dracthyr, only flashes of memory remain as you shake off what feels like an endless sleep. Dracthyr before you is unresponsive, frozen in place by some unknown magic. You sense that within you lies the power to break your ally free. There may be others within the Kresh who are suspended in this stasis. It is your duty to awaken them.
What? Evoker! What has happened? Who did this to us? Something is very wrong here. We must find our wingmates. This way.
The Dracthyr are breaking free. Contain them.
Glide looks cool. Big dragon wings outstretched. Cool environment, this vault.
I remember obeying an order.
The last one is over here. That doesn't look great. These bones are brittle from the long decay of time. Have they been here for decades, centuries? Impossible to know. Faint hint lingers of the arcane magic that held Kethan in stasis. You feel a pang of loss. He was your friend. It's unfortunate.
In here, Evoker.
I think that's going to be pretty standard with the Evoker running around.
Were we held in stasis?
A very long time, by the look of our Kresh.
Running around and gliding.
My head. All right. We need to get our bearings. What is your report?
Aziraphale listens to your report. My memories are as broken as yours, Veldragosa, but we cannot dwell on that now. We need to assess and make a plan.
Stay true to your Weyrn.
Hostiles have invaded, our people have been confined in magical stasis, and our Kresh seems to be collapsing. This is why we train, Veldragosa. When in doubt, fall back to what you know. First things first, weapons, armor, supplies. Gather what you can and get equipped while I marshal our forces. Then we will locate the Earth Water. Surely Neltharion can provide the answers we seek.
The obsidian borders stand proud.
The Dracthyr stand ready.
Those constructs patrolling the Kresh are not animated by the Earth Water's magic. We cannot allow there to be enemies in our midst. Destroy them to clear our path forward.
Remain.
Gear up, Evoker. Then we rendezvous with the Earth Water.
Neltharion can explain what has happened. I am certain of it.
Say go. guard in there.
They will not sleep, then they must be destroyed.
Got a crystal key just here. It's funny, my wings don't go out when I fly with
Here are relics of a forgotten past. They have no place in Azeroth.
Thought I might need the crystal lock to unlock thing we just grabbed. Alright, so we collected some rations. Looks like there are war scales just in here, so that'll be our armor. And here's our weapons.
Let us begin.
Those constructs were animated with blue dragonflight magic. The Earthwater would never have allowed this.
Diplomacy first.
We are bound by duty.
When memory fails, fall back on your training.
Fair skies.
This gear is ancient, and the food has turned to dust. It makes no sense. Those rations should have lasted a lifetime. Well, we will make do with what we have.
The Dracthyr will find a place in this
The
world.
skills are needed, Evoker. The crash is crumbling and we have few supplies. We must reach the passage out, but we have to get past this arcane barrier first. In the chamber beyond, there are Dracthyr in need of aid. Tend their wounds, destroy any foe who stands in your way. This may be the last time we walk these halls together, Veldragosa. Make it count.
Fair skies and strong winds.
Cinderthresh, can you bring down this barrier?
Zuri! Just the reinforcements I needed.
Have you found the Earthwarder?
No, he is not in this chamber. But there is a...
Different dragon. Come forth, loyal servants of Malagos. Show no mercy to these aberrations.
Well, this should be fun.
Interesting. So, Malagos's minions are,
What do you remember, Zuri? Before the stasis?
Only fragments. A battle against a great foe. We claimed victory, I think. Though I fear we paid a terrible price for it.
We will find answers. But first, we need to get our people out of here.
By wing or by talon, we will see it done.
Alright, so we're healing up the Dracthyr with our Living Flame. So this one heals an ally when we cast it.
Tell me of your glories.
That dragon is going to collapse our only way out. Respect must be
You
earned.
healed our people, well done. Now to deal with that dragon.
I am ready. What do you need?
That blue dragon will collapse the creation trap us inside. He claims to serve Malagos. That name is familiar, but why would any dragon want to keep us prisoner? Listen, Veldragosa, we were trained to fight beside the dragons, not against them, but we have been left with no choice. Time to do what must be done, Evoker.
Let's get back to training.
We were trained to defend dragons, not to fight them. This feels wrong.
The Pizagos has left us no choice, Zuri. He means to destroy us. So today, we fight for each other. For all Dracthyr.
Well said, my friend.
Alright, time to fight a dragon.
Defy the will of Malagos.
Let's dodge that.
is collapsing.
Our training grounds are completely overgrown. We must have been in stasis for a very, very long time.
Cut the chatter, Kodethi. Hostiles could be lurking. Evoker, time to get those skills sharpened.
We will get that rubble cleared and make sure no Dracthyr is left behind, but first we need to secure this area.
Anything for an ally.
You are an Evoker, Veldragosa, the best of the best, an elite soldier who has mastered the skills of each of our Weyrns. I expect a lot of you. Your memories may be broken, but the might of dragons courses through your veins. Harness it. One of your most potent weapons is your breath attack. The fire within becomes more powerful the longer you inhale. These insects swarming all over our training grounds should make fine targets.
You have your orders.
So if we hold that down, it has quite a lot of range on it.
We are the shield of the Dracthyr.
That beacon ahead, I am certain it was not there before we were imprisoned. Spellcraft is not my forte, but I know arcane magic when I see it. The same magic used by the blue dragon in the creche. He said a name, Malygos. It sounds so familiar, but the Earth Warder's teachings feel distant, fragmented. If this Malygos put us into stasis, perhaps that arcane beacon was placed on his orders. Investigate the area and report back. Ensure the beacon cannot be used to call in enemy reinforcements.
The obsidian beacon pulses with magic. It may have been placed there to contain us, or to send a signal.
Here to spar.
Good, you remember your training. Keep your head low and your lungs full.
Let's get back to training.
Let's head down and investigate this beacon. Azurathel listens intently as you tell him what you witnessed. So there were beacons placed outside the other creches as well. Our allies are in peril, we must reach them.
Stay true to
So I guess we were seeing the other beacons.
Hembethal!
Thank the Earth Warder. Her wisdom is needed.
What do you have to report?
I am heartened to see that so many escaped the war crash. My own Weyrn was not as fortunate. There are other creches throughout the Reach, filled with Dracthyr in peril. Strong winds will be needed to reach them. Focus, remember your training, get a feel for the wind again. You must regain your strength and fly to the other creches. The time for rest is over. Practice casting
It's good
Saw.
to see you, Emberthal. But where is your Weyrn?
I awakened. The rest of my Dracthyr did not.
May their names be ever remembered.
Let us begin your flight training with coasting. When you begin to soar, simply move forward as if you were gliding. The difference is that you pick up speed as you travel in the same direction. Try coasting through these rings I conjured. It may take a few tries to get used to. That went well.
Shosh, I am
Okay, diving is next. As you soar, tip your nose down. You will pick up speed as you dive. Turn your nose up before hitting the ground and you will accelerate, burning off all the energy that you built up from your fall. See if you can hit all of these rings. Take as many tries as you need. Oh, there's one up higher. Alright, let's start that again. Yeah, so there's one all the way up there.
the Dracthyr. Stand ready.
When you are airborne, you might have noticed that you can occasionally surge forward or ascend skyward. These are limited boosts that can give you that extra burst of speed or gain more airtime. Use them sparingly, as you will only be able to use them so many times for each soar. Try them at your leisure. So let's see, I've got a flap upward and surge forward. Almost missed that last one.
Any new discoveries?
You were getting the hang of this a lot faster than I was, but then you finished your Evoker training. I was hoping to specialize as a diplomat.
Remain steadfast.
Jumping through hoops is helpful to get your bearings, but we train like we fight, relentlessly. Go ahead and try soaring around the area until you feel you have mastered the technique. Of course, you must be mindful of the local wildlife and keep an eye out for any potential threats. That is why we practiced after all. Report back to Emberfall when you feel you are ready. Good luck.
Fair skies and strong winds,
Let's
Evoker.
practice this a bit more. So we've got this one takes us up higher, and this one surges forward. Dive and pick up some speed. It's a lot of fun.
Let us begin.
Time runs short as storm approaches.
We will find our fate.
Your vision from the arcane beacon showed you that there are Dracthyr trapped within their crushes. We cannot afford to lose any more of our people. The Healing Wings are the finest medics in our ranks. Their crush lies within the Caldera of the Menders. Thresh knows the way. Leave no one behind, Evoker.
Dervishian, scout the crash of the Ebon Scales. Thresh and the Evoker will seek the Healing Wings. Fly with caution, my friends. Dragons are watching.
Go a little bit faster than the NPC does.
Neltharion would have our hides if he saw this mess. I am ready. What do you need?
Iridia leads the Healing Wings. If she is lost, I do not know what they will do without her. No time to waste.
The Healing Wings need us. Get moving. Anything for an ally.
Fly on over this way.
We have wounded. You call that a uniform?
Look at all these wounded. There are more Menders inside. We need to help them.
You have your orders.
Whatever toxin has infested this crash is potent enough to take down our best healers. That does not bode well for either one of us, Veldragosa. No matter, Dracthyr are trapped inside. We are going in regardless of risk. Take a deep breath and follow me.
Let's get Viridia! Viridia? Are you here?
So we've got very limited time in here.
Easy there, Syndra. Easy.
We went in after you.
Shh. I know. You are as brave and foolish as ever.
proud to serve
Good,
others.
you are awake. We need an evoker's skills right now. You recover quickly, Veldragosa. Good. Those who escaped my crash are healing, but others remain trapped inside. Rush in to save them, and I will just have to drag you out again. There are beetle nests scattered around the Caldera. Their toxin glands might provide a way to counter the effects of that poison. I am in no shape to collect them myself. I must rely on your skills, Evoker.
Take care of yourself. Here to spar?
The wilds surrounding this crash are home to Scythid. They are voracious insectoids, often territorial and aggressive. All these wounded would be easy prey for those beasts. I do not want them attacking our Menders while they recover. Cull their numbers while I look after Viridia. She is very brave.
You should lie down, Viridia. You need to rest.
Nonsense. I am perfectly fine. Just hurry back with those toxin glands, Evoker.
Doesn't sound very fun. Let's see if we can get all of these this time.
I do not
Bud.
have a target.
And that's all our toxic glands. Just need a couple more of these. 2 more of these. These things are interesting. Like a big ram, but it's got a very flat head. It's very fluffy. Alright, that's all that done. So let's soar our way back up the top here. It's definitely useful to get around.
My duty
Time runs
is
short.
to help others.
Good, these are just what I needed. I will work on something to counter the toxin and get you back into the crash.
Be careful not to break anything.
That's level 59.
I am ready. What do you need?
The Scythid were always formidable, but it seems during our stasis they've grown even larger and more threatening.
You have your orders. You look well.
The toxicity in the crash nearly claimed us all. While the antidote is being prepared, I need you to seek out the wounded and heal them. Yes, even the blue Draconid. The healing wings do not stand idly by while others suffer.
I healing the Draconid after they tried to subdue us? There is strength in mercy, Syndra. Honored to meet you.
I will do my duty.
So it looks like that one's a big AoE heal.
I offer you my aid. This world is vast and
Let's
wondrous.
target that one and do our AoE heal.
Healing is my expertise.
Violence is not the only avenue to victory.
Look out for each other.
The antidote is ready. Use it to search the support crash for survivors. Work quickly, the effect will not last long, so you may have to reapply it. If any of my people yet draw breath, save them. And if they do not, I ask that you recover their horn signets so that their names may be honoured. While inside, perhaps you can find evidence of how this infestation came to be.
Stay. Please, Evoker. Save all of my people that you can. And honor the memories of the fallen.
Okay, so we consume it to reduce the toxicity. It's not an immunity thing. Alright, so we've got a clue here. And this ramps up quickly. Alright, so we've got one over here. Dead one by the look of it. they don't seem to be going great so far. That was a crystal key. Alright, found a bunch of survivors. That's good. And we're out.
Shall we?
None shall die or suffer if it is within my power to prevent it.
Help others when you can.
Thank you for rescuing those who could be saved. Rethanaf, Katranasa, Tenazeth, I vow that the names of the fallen will be remembered. Evoker, you have my gratitude for aiding my Weyrn in our most desperate hour. After we regain our strength, the healing wings will rendezvous with the rest of our forces. Syndra tells me that Emberthel lost everyone from her womb. I fear I have no magic that can heal such a wound. She may seem stoic, but Emberthel feels this loss deeply, Veldregosa. Tell her I am on my way.
My people need time to recover before we can rendezvous with the others. And the Draconid, well, they are not known for their swiftness. The Draconid? Neltharion said we should never show mercy to an enemy. They are soldiers, just like us. Do not judge them too harshly for following orders.
Soren Hansa. Nice, it's like a little flight path. It's Raffian and Abyssian. I didn't see where they went.
The Ebon Scales are under siege by wild drakes, Terrasek, and elementals. I overheard the name Primalists.
Then our people are in even more danger than we thought. I am ready to serve.
I am relieved that Viridia lives. If what Dervishian says is true, we will have need of her talents in the battle to come.
Serve with honor.
Dervishian's report is troubling. An enemy force calling themselves the Primalists have invaded Stormsunder Crater, pinning the Ebon Scales down at the siege crash. These intruders are summoning violent elementals and recruiting the vicious Terrasek to their cause. Azurathel will need your help at the crater. By wing or by talon, save our people. Once the Ebon Scales are safe, ask their commander to rendezvous with me. Be warned, Sarkareth can be prickly.
We the Ebon Scales need our aid. To Stormsunder Crater.
Right, straight to business.
Evoker, this place still has herds of Vorkmen. I managed to round up a few of the more agreeable creatures that could be used as mounts for when your wings are tired. Remember how to ride? I was ordered to issue one to you as the scale commanders are ordering you all over the place. Take good care of it. Nice, so let's have a look at these. So these things look pretty cool. The bigger Draconid ones. So we've got a purple one, a bluish one, bronze one, and a crimson. It's a cool mount special.
Keep your talons sharp and your breath hot. Looks like we have a fight on our hands. What is
Well, Evoker, I hope you are ready to get your talons dirty. Proto-dragons flying in reinforcements, an elemental army being conjured on sight, Tarasek recruited into their ranks. Our enemy is efficient and dangerous. This operation must have some greater purpose. Why do these primalists seem so familiar? No time for that. Focus on the Dracthyr trapped on the other side of this crater.
The obsidian borders stand
The Tarasek are unpredictable and wild, like primordial Draconid, if you will. The Eltharion considered them little more than fodder, targets for our training, but they are cunning hunters and deadly when encountered in packs. Should they gain elemental power from these primalists, they will become even more dangerous. We cannot let that happen, Veldragosa. Thin their ranks.
fair skies.
These primalists are summoning an army of elementals. We have to assume they mean to unleash them against our forces. Well, not on our watch. Rain fire upon them, Evoker. Burn those elementals from the reach and take out their conjurers before they summon more.
Stay true to your Weyrn.
Let us begin.
My memories are still clouded from the stasis, but I am certain we have encountered these primalists before. It is no use. Trying to remember feels like chasing fragments of a dream. Perhaps you can fare better. Look for any clues as to what or who motivates these invaders.
I know we have faced an enemy like this before, but I only recall flashes, fragments.
Perhaps learning more about our foes will help us remember what happened.
Alright, so we're discovering clues, slaying elementals, and slaying Tarasek. So it looks like we have a clue just down here, so we'll fly down to that one.
Tarasek, we offer you freedom and power. Join our fight against the aspects.
Kuro Grim Totem. The Grim Totems are here. That's pretty cool. 2-minute cooldown is pretty big though.
The elements awaken! Infuse me with their strength, and I will free the Storm Eater from her prison.
Freeing the Storm Eater does not sound good. There are couple of large drakes around as well. Want to make sure we don't accidentally run into them. Almost got scotched by the big dragon. I could do some big damage if there's a big line of enemies. That'd be a lot of fun.
Embrace the gift of the Storm Eater. Together, we will unleash her might upon this world.
We are the shield of the Dracthyr.
The enemy's ranks are growing. For every foe we strike down, 2 more take its place. Focus on the siege crash. We must aid the even scales.
The obsidian borders
Do not mourn
stand
the loss of a few Tarasek. Where there is one, scores more lurk in the shadows.
fair skies.
Conjured elementals may not be the most satisfying foe, but it does feel good to stretch our wings again.
The Dracthyr will find a place in this world.
Primalist speaks of unleashing a terrible storm. Could an even greater threat be locked away somewhere on the breach?
Fair skies and strong winds, friend.
Respect must be earned.
We got past the Primalist incursion, now we must reach the crash. Scale Commander Sakharaf is as tough as they come, and his Weyrn holds the line. But a dragon has the even scales pinned down. Time for us to join the fight. Take point, give the signal when we are in range of the dragon, then we hit it with everything we have. Watch out for ambushes. I have a bad feeling about this.
We need to grab that
so there is a large drake over there. Very large dragon up here. Alright, let's start the attack.
The order is given. Attack! Ebon scales, strike as one. These vermin sought to disrupt a ritual.
They are unworthy of the dragon blood in their veins.
They mean nothing. Leave them.
The elements have granted me the power I need. At long last, the mistress of the storm shall be free.
We wake up to find a hostile dragon in our crash. Then fight off an elemental army at our doorstep. I want answers, Azurathel.
Answers will have to wait. The Primalists spoke of unleashing a great storm upon the world. We must stop them.
Report.
You fight well, Evoker, but we had this under control. The Ebon Scales look after our own. Now that the fight is done, you ask me to report into Emberthel. Does Azurathel expect me to follow her commands? I think not. The Ebon Scales answer only to the Earth Water, and thus far I have received no orders from Neltharion. Still, I am not blind to the threat these Primalists represent. I am certain I have fought their kind before, and yet. We will rally to the grounds once my people have recovered. You are dismissed, Evoker.
Until the Earth Warder is found, my Weyrn takes orders only from me. Understood?
As you will, but stay alert. There are dragons circling above, possibly hostile.
Ebon scales. Gather the signets of the dead. Then prepare to move out.
Alright, using the Saw Enhancer. Cool skybox.
There is much to be done.
Primalists empower their leader in some kind of ritual? Tell me everything.
Stay true. These cultists speak of unleashing a storm.
The threat is greater than you know, young ones. We fear these primalists seek to release something ancient, something terrible.
Why should we trust you? Were you sent by the Earth Warder? Where is Neltharion?
Neltharion? It seems there is much you do not know.
I am Abyssian, and this is Rathian. We will answer all your questions in time. But we must join forces and strike now, or the enemy will prevail.
This is our home. The Dracthyr will defend it. We will fight beside you, but you do not give the orders here, dragons.
So be it.
Fine. But do try not to get in our way. After all, I know a thing or two about vanquishing ancient adversaries.
Rathian being as cocky as always. So Rathian is the Black Prince. He's the son of Neltharion, Deathwing, and Abyssian is a black dragon who takes the form of one of the High Mountain Tauren. who we've had a lot of dealings with before.
Let us begin.
If what these dragons say is true, then a great battle is upon us. We need you focused and strong, Evoker. Time to choose your battle specialization. Will you preserve your allies or devastate your enemies? To hone your combat skills to their sharpest, choose Devastation. To maximize your healing potential, take the path of Preservation. Either specialization will serve you well, and remember you can change or adapt it later.
Fair skies and strong winds.
I think we will go with Devastation. A few more abilities there. Excellent choice. Remember you can reconsider your specialization and adjust abilities as needed, so long as you are not in the heat of battle. Look there, across the reach, primalist forces are converging on Froststone Vault. The storm they seek to unleash must be locked inside. We fought this enemy before and won. Neltharion commanded that the vault be secured, but I cannot remember why. This is no time for contemplation. Rally with Sarkareth and the Even Scales at the vault. Ensure the enemy does not breach it.
Dracthyr, do not let the primalists breach Froststone Vault.
Let's head up there.
Go on.
Steady there, Evoker. The Even Scales will put an end to this incursion.
Enough.
Level 60. So the Primalists want what's inside this vault. Let them come. We will show them what the Dracthyr were born to do.
This vault holds our legacy. We will not let invaders claim it.
You will bow before her. Before all the
Let's try this one. It's pretty good.
I do not have a target.
Let the storm be unleashed.
Nice.
At long last, she shall be free.
We'll lob some more healing. Lob some fire at these guys. Do some cleave.
I require a target.
Keep forgetting to hold that one
I
down.
need to target something first.
Alright, that's us done by the look of it.
Enough! Take the vault! I will liberate the Storm Eater.
Get to the point.
We are overrun. They are about to breach the vault. Where are those black dragons? Here he comes.
Mistress of the storm, the primal powers have risen to set you free.
The elements sing. They herald a new age for this world. Have you found my kin?
We know where they are imprisoned, Storm Eater.
Soon, their bonds will be broken. And what is this? The brood of Neltharion. I felt his demise reverberate through the earth, and reveled in it. Perhaps you wish to share his fate.
I had wished to become what he was meant to be. What he should have been.
meant to be. But you will. Go! Tell them we will scour this world of the Titan's stain. Let the storm be the harbinger of our return. Evoker, get moving!
That is not good. It's a very large dragon. I do love the tiny little arms on the proto-drakes though.
I am ready to serve.
Storms are about to overwhelm us. We must evacuate. Save everyone you can and find those black dragons.
We will. Fall back! Help the wounded!
Pitiful pawns of Neltharion! Your master is dead, and you have been abandoned.
Alright, what are we doing here? Still out running.
The Earth Warder, dead. And we stand alone.
I have been expecting that.
Let's heal up Ruffian a bit.
Evoker, get that dragon back on his feet.
You stand before
My thanks, Veldragosa. Your aid is unexpected, but appreciated.
learn from the past.
Thank you for healing me, Veldragosa. I hope that we are earning one another's trust. The Storm Eater. I have never faced a dragon of such raw elemental power. If there are others like her... Wait, where is Abyssian? Did he survive? You must find him.
You have my thanks, Dracthyr. Now please, find...
Tell us, dragon. Did the Incarnate speak the truth? Is Neltharion dead?
The Neltharion you knew fell long, long ago. It is a complicated tale.
Our legacy. Lost.
This is all that remains of Neltharion's flight. Pathetic.
Here he is.
Wisdom guide us.
Some more healing at him.
Thank you. That should be enough. I thought I would be the one saving you. Dracthyr. A formidable indeed.
Can't see through the tree.
What do you have to report?
I'm relieved you made it out, Veldragosa, but I cannot help but feel lost.
Serve with honor.
The storm unleashed by Razagath is too powerful. We must evacuate the only home we have ever known. There is no longer an Earth Warder to command us. For the first time, we are free to make our own choices, to find our own fate. Wherever you go in this new age, I hope you find worthy allies. Tell them our story. As for me, I will stay here and look for survivors. Along the way, I may find answers about our past. May fortune favor us all, Veldragosa.
Get our people out of here, Evoker. I will stay behind and search for survivors. And answers.
No storm!
Behold! The bronze aspect has come!
Children of Neltharion, hearken to me. Your time does not end today.
I refuse to bow to another aspect.
All Wyrns, prepare to evacuate. The aspect will provide cover.
Come, Evoker. I would speak with you.
So an interesting thing about the glide is that it glides forward, it doesn't glide where you're strafing.
Razagath, Just as your awakening heralds great change, the kingdoms of Azeroth must be warned. Go to them. Along the way, you may discover a new destiny of your own. Rathian, Abyssian, you are known to the peoples of this world. Guide the Dracthyr on their journey.
Yes, timeless one.
Very large in his dragon form.
I have no time for pleasant.
It was our destiny to be the finest soldiers of dragonkind. We pledged our lives to fight at Neltharin's side. Our lives, Evoker, and what was our vow worth to the aspects? Nothing. They locked us away like broken playthings. Well, we are not broken.
Sarkarath, my Weyrn will follow Rathian to the city called Stormwind. Come with us.
I am done taking orders. Our vow to serve the dragons is sundered, just as Neltharion broke his promises to us. Let the ebon scales be forgotten. We are now the sundered flame. We will claim the destiny that is ours by right.
Guy is very dramatic.
His anger pushes him down a dark path. I dread the day we meet again. Not as friends, but as rivals in the field of battle.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
How can I help?
I know what the aspects ask of us, but the healing wings cannot join you. We still have wounded, and these wingless Draconid have grown attached to us. No, my Weyrn is not flying anywhere. I planned for us to cross the channel to the Dragon Isles. Plenty of others in need of our aid there, I suspect. Thank you for helping my people, Evoker. No, make that Veldragosa. Thank you, Veldragosa.
Be careful not to.
Viridia, you could come with us. With me.
I'm sorry, dear friend. My Weyrn will remain in the Dragon Isles. Their fate is kind. We will not be parted long. Fair skies and strong wings, Sindra.
You call that a uniform?
Abyssian tells me of a group called the Horde. Claims they value honor and strength. If true, they may prove worthy of us. He says their council rules from a city called Orgrimmar. Looks like we have a long flight ahead of us.
Let's get back to trade.
Dark Talons, fall in!
We have to lead the reach.
Lead the way, Abyssian.
The warders will follow Rathian.
Children of Neltharion, you have awakened to face a shattered past and an uncertain future. Yet the threads of fate weave a new path to distant shores. The sands of time will speed your wings along the way. Tell the world of what you have witnessed, and warn them of the storm to come.
Orgrimmar. Within these walls gather the noble races of the Horde. A city built upon a foundation of strength and honor.
Traits my people embody as well. Impressive structure. But nothing that would hold back the might of the Dark Talons.
I have no doubt your soldiers will be given many chances to prove themselves. Before we enter, I will assume another form. One that is more recognizable to the Horde.
A visage. Yes. I remember the Earth Warder had one too. Well, we have arrived. Where are your allies, Abyssian?
Patience, Cinderthresh. I am sure we will receive an appropriate welcome. Let us work.
Our arrival will not have gone unnoticed. Allow me to speak with them before we enter. I have something of a history with the Council. There will be time for introductions after.
The Black Dragonflight will protect this world once again.
A warmer welcome than I feared.
You have your orders.
It seems like our arrival was noticed after all. Maybe there's hope for these people yet. I'll follow up with Abyssian and the Horde leadership and try to smooth this out. You're on recon. See what this place has to offer. We may be here for a while after all. Come find us once you're finished. Hopefully we'll have all the boring bits sorted out by then.
Anything for an ally.
Stand down, warriors of the Horde! Spirit Walker Ebonhorn. It is good to meet a familiar face at the city gate, even when accompanied by others that are less familiar.
I am glad to find you well, Mela, but I fear pleasantries will have to wait. Events are unfolding that imperil us all. These Dracthyr and I must speak with the Horde Council.
Then let us not linger. Follow me. Soldiers, return to your posts. If these newcomers have earned your trust, Spirit Walker, then they will have mine as well. The gates of Orgrimmar stand open to them.
Alright. How fast can you play? I bid 12 gold, no 15. But I was going to buy that. It's funny. You look too skinny to be a dragon. Its portals reek of blue Dragonflight magic. Well, they're not wrong. Seems we are not the only recent arrivals here. Definitely the most recent though. Alright, let's buy that one and that one. Now we're much faster.
Here to spar.
But how was the food?
Let's get back to training.
Good to see you again, Veldragosa. I hope your exploration of Orgrimmar was fruitful. It is a city built on kinship and courage. I have just spoken with the Horde Council and they have accepted the Aspect's invitation to the Dragon Isles. Preparations for the journey will begin shortly. Come, let us speak with the others.
The Aspects will be pleased that the Council has accepted their invitation. The Dragon Isles hold great wonders and many perils.
Those who answer the call will face whatever challenges may come.
The strength of the Horde has always been its people. I am heartened to hear it. But know that the Dragon Queen will not abide conflict on her shores. The Horde honors its truce with the Alliance. To that end, the Reliquary will work together with the Explorers League on an expedition of discovery.
I expect we will learn much from one another.
Do not forget, Abyssian, that the Dragon Isles are home to the Dracthyr as well. We intend to rediscover our past and lay claim to our future.
Then let our peoples make this journey together, Cindrathresh.
Agreed. Along the way, we can hone your combat skills, despite your obvious lack of wings.
I see there is much work ahead of us. Come then, the Dragon Isles await.
There is much more to the Dragon Isles beyond the Forbidden Reach. Its wonders will be as new to you as they will be for the Horde.
Hail, adventurer. I shall help you prepare for
I'm
the
sure
Dragon
your
Isles.
arrival in Orgrimmar drew the attention of its citizens. No doubt some were more comfortable in your presence than others. When I was a young dragon, I took on the mortal visage you see now. It allowed me to live among the Tauren of High Mountain as an ally. Though your path differs from mine, the essence of dragonkind flows through you as well, Veldregosa. Perhaps that will allow you to assume a visage of your own. Let us walk together.
Our legacy will be renewed. For Azeroth, I will guide you as best I can. A visage is an expression of how you wish to be seen by others. It is a personal choice you alone can make. I chose my visage because I wish to live quietly among the High Mountain Tauren. Your choice will be your own.
Right. Time to go to visage.
Good. Find the visage within.
So here we can switch back and forth. And that's got all the armor on that we earned throughout our little journey.
I will help if I am able.
You have a noble visage indeed, Veldregosa, most distinctive. I do not know why your visage is unique from that of a dragon. Perhaps when we learn more of your past, the answer will present itself. But for now, we must prepare for the journey ahead.
Our legacy will
The
be
veil between
renewed.
our world and the Shadowlands has been sundered.
As the cancel the Shadowlands startup, we won't be doing that.
You call that a uniform?
The leader seems enthusiastic, but she's a historian, not a soldier like us. She knows nothing of the dangers we will face in the Dragon Isles. Not that the Horde needs to worry. After all, we Dark Talons will be protecting the expedition. I'm going to discuss mission logistics with Abyssian and these Horde leaders. Caldera is exploring the city along with the others. Tell him to rally at the Zeppelin Tower. I'll meet you there.
Anything for an ally.
Have you anything new to report?
Pleasure to meet you. I am the leader Rivergleam. The invitation to visit the Dragon Isles is quite an exciting prospect, don't you agree? The Reliquary has combined forces with our expedition counterparts to help coordinate our efforts. As a member of the Dragon Scale expedition, it is my honor to welcome you. Though first, we must gather a few more members for our journey. Shall we begin?
Remember, there's magic in discovery. I shall meet you at the Zeppelin once you've gathered our future expeditionary members.
This is where the Evoker starter questline converges with the pre-patch event. So from here onwards is what you do with all the characters.